Welcome back to Who Died Today USA channel. In the past few days, we have received somber news about the passing of extraordinary talents. Today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Additionally, we will recap the stars we have recently lost. Before we begin, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you.
Trautwig in the Geico MSG studios. So one moment we really have very little to talk about on the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame.
Welcome back to our channel, where we honor the legends who have left an unforgettable mark on the world. Today, we remember Al Trautwig, a broadcasting icon whose voice became synonymous with New York sports. He passed away on February 23, 2025, at his home on Long Island at the age of 68 after battling cancer. For over 3 decades, Trautwig brought fans closer to the action, from the New York Knicks and Rangers to Yankees championships and 16 Olympic Games. His storytelling and passion for sports made every moment feel larger than life. Born on February 26, 1956, in Oceanside, New York, Trautwig began his career in college radio before rising to become one of the most respected sportscasters in the industry. His deep knowledge and engaging style earned him 4 National Emmy Awards and over 30 New York Emmys. Whether he was covering the Stanley Cup parade for the Rangers in 1994 or narrating Olympic triumphs, he had a unique ability to connect with audiences, making them feel like they were part of the moment. Despite his many accomplishments, Trautwig's career was not without controversy. In 2016, his comments regarding gymnast Simone Biles's adoptive parents sparked backlash, though he later apologized. Nevertheless, his impact on sports broadcasting remains undeniable. His voice became a trusted companion to generations of fans, shaping the way they experience their favorite teams and athletes. Al Trautwig's passing is a great loss to the sports world, but his legacy lives on. As Michael Kay once said, he was meant to be on the air, smooth, unflappable, and always captivating. His unforgettable calls, heartfelt interviews, and dedication to storytelling will continue to inspire future broadcasters. Al Trautwig was more than a sportscaster. He was the voice of New York sports, and his presence will be dearly missed.
Teams like Phoenix, Miami-Dade North had 20,000.
The world of Oklahoma baseball has lost a true legend. With a coaching career spanning more than 2 decades, Enos Semore left an indelible mark on the sport. His tenure at the University of Oklahoma from 1968 to 1989 is a testament to his passion, leadership, and dedication. Under his guidance, the Sooners made 14 NCAA tournament appearances, including 5 consecutive College World Series trips from 1972 to 1976, and set a program record 62 wins in 1976. Semore's legacy isn't just measured by his wins. His influence on his players was far greater. His mentorship and values of discipline, integrity, and excellence shaped generations of athletes who went on to great careers. Beyond the field, he played a pivotal role in the development of L. Mitchell Park, the Big Eight's first true baseball stadium, and helped bring Oklahoma baseball to the forefront. In 2024, his legendary number 24 was retired, cementing his place in the program's history. With 7 Big 8 conference titles and multiple accolades, Semore was honored with Hall of Fame inductions, including in the American Baseball Coaches Association in 2005. His contributions to Oklahoma baseball will forever be remembered. Survived by his children Lee, Janie, and Scott, his legacy of leadership, love for the game, and dedication to his players will live on, inspiring future generations of athletes.
The groundlings, he was hot. I mean, he was our resident sex symbol.
Beloved for her role as Miss Yvonne, the charming neighbor on Pee-wee's Playhouse, Lynne Marie Stewart passed away on February 21st, 2025, at the age of 78. Stewart's portrayal of the most beautiful woman in Puppetland captivated audiences with her charm, energetic spirit, and quirky presence, cementing her place as an iconic character of 1980s television. Her work on Pee-wee's Playhouse resonated not only with children, but also with adults, drawing viewers to the show's clever humor and surreal world. Born on December 14, 1946, in Linwood, California, Stewart's career spanned more than 6 decades, with nearly 150 credits on stage, screen, and voice. After studying theater at Los Angeles City College, she became a part of the Groundlings, where she met Paul Reubens and brought her to life as Miss Yvonne. She later reprised the role on Broadway and in Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Big Top Pee-wee. Stewart's talents were not limited to children's television, as she also had a memorable role as Bonnie Kelly on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where her improv skills shined. Stewart's career has been defined by her ability to bring both comedic and heartfelt characters to life. A pioneer in improv comedy, she often credits her time at the Groundlings as the foundation for her success. Stewart's passion for her craft and dedication to the art form continues to inspire generations of artists. Her inspirational spirit, sense of humor, and undeniable talent have left an indelible mark on the entertainment world. Her passing after a courageous battle with cancer has left a void in the hearts of her fans, but her contributions to the entertainment world will be forever cherished. She was loved by her sister, Gail Stewart, and will be missed by all who had the privilege of experiencing her work.
On this road, or will be on this road in the years ahead, I feel better.
John Burnett, the beloved KDKA news anchor and CBS Pittsburgh weather forecaster, was a cherished figure in Pittsburgh's media landscape for over 3 decades. Known for his warmth, authenticity, and engaging presence, Burnett became a household name in the city. His journey began in 1982 when he joined KDKA, where he hosted Evening Magazine and later served as the station's meteorologist. His natural on-screen chemistry made him a beloved figure, and his colleagues, including Mary Robb Jackson and Patrice King Brown, fondly remembered him as a true friend and TV brother. Before his career in broadcasting, Burnett played defensive end for the University of Tennessee football team and suffered concussions that would later contribute to his diagnosis of chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE. In a 2024 interview, Burnett revealed that he joined an ongoing study at the University of Pittsburgh's National Sports Brain Bank to help research brain disorders, agreeing to posthumously donate his brain for further study. John Burnett passed away on February 20th, 2025, at the age of 71 due to complications from CTE. He is survived by his wife, Debbie, and children, Samantha and Eric. Burnett's legacy as a compassionate journalist, storyteller, and community figure will continue to inspire those who were fortunate to know him and watch his career unfold. His contributions to Pittsburgh and his selfless dedication to raising awareness about CTE will never be forgotten. Born into a theatrical family, Julian Holloway inherited his artistic talents from his father, the legendary stage actor Stanley Holloway. With a career spanning several decades, Julian became an iconic figure in British entertainment, most notably for his roles in the Carry On film series. While he later distanced himself from these films, there's no denying that his performance in Carry On Up the Khyber, 1968, solidified his place in the hearts of audiences. With his comedic charm and natural charisma, Julian Holloway leaves an indelible mark on the classic British comedy films of the 60s and 70s. Beyond the screen, Holloway also enjoyed a successful career in stage and television. He showcased his versatility in roles for famous series such as Minder, Doctor Who, and The Sweeney. His portrayal of Alfred P. Doolittle in My Fair Lady on Broadway displays further his depth as an actor. Additionally, Julian achieved success as a voice artist, lending his talents to animated films like Star Wars, The Clone Wars. Julian Holloway passed away on February 16, 2025, at the age of 80. His passing has left a deep void in the world of entertainment. From his comedic roles in carry-on films to his emotionally resonant characters, Julian Holloway built a lasting artistic legacy that will always be cherished. He will be remembered with immense respect and gratitude for the contributions he made to the world of film, television, and theater. From humble beginnings to becoming a major figure in the world of cinema, George Armitage left an indelible mark on the film industry with his dark, humorous, and crime-filled storytelling. He passed away on February 15, 2025, at the age of 83, leaving behind a legacy that resonates deeply in the world of cinema. Films such as Miami Blues, 1990, and Grosse Pointe Blank, 1997, not only made waves at the box office, but also cemented his status as a master storyteller with his sharp writing and unique perspective. Born in Hartford, Connecticut in 1942, Armitage entered the world of cinema with an insatiable curiosity. After moving to Los Angeles, he pursued a career in film, constantly learning and working tirelessly to build a name for himself. His early collaborations with Roger Corman helped Armitage establish his own distinctive style, laying the foundation for the unforgettable works he would create later. Known for his ability to blend humor with dark, suspenseful stories, Armitage took action and crime films to new heights. From Gas SS to The Big Bounce, 2004, his films were always thrilling, weaving together stories that were both thrilling and thought-provoking. The passing of George Armitage leaves a sad and regretful mark on the industry, but his work will live on. The films he created, with their unforgettable characters, tense plots, and blend of humor and darkness, will remain a cherished part of cinema history for generations to come.
Said to Jenny, I think she was meant to be a nun. And if you can't see the harm in trying to take her away...
Alice Herson, a beloved and prolific actress whose career spanned over 7 decades, passed away on February 14, 2025, at the age of 95. Known for her memorable roles in both soap operas and primetime television, Herson became a familiar face to millions. She is perhaps best remembered for her recurring role as Lois Morgan, the mother of Ellen DeGeneres' character on the iconic sitcom Ellen, where she portrayed a mother navigating the complexities of accepting her daughter's coming out. Her performance in the controversial Puppy episode left a lasting mark on television history. Herson's career was vast and varied, with notable roles in Dallas, where she played Mavis Anderson, the best friend of Miss Ellie, portrayed by Barbara Bel Geddes. Her work on Dallas was just one of many highlights in a career that included guest appearances on Maude, Taxi, Murphy Brown, and NYPD Blue, among others. Herson's versatile acting skills also extended to film, with roles in The Gang That Couldn't Shoot Straight, Private Benjamin, and Revenge of the Nerds. Born in Brooklyn on March 10, 1929, Herson's journey began in the theater, where she earned her Broadway stripes before moving to television. Her extensive work on soaps, such as One Life to Live and Another World, showcased her immense range as an actress. She leaves behind a lasting legacy, influencing both the world of television and the lives of those who were lucky enough to work with her. Herson is survived by her sons, David Herson, a playwright, and Christopher Herson, a composer, as well as her grandson. Her death marks the end of a remarkable era in television history, but her legacy will continue to inspire and be cherished by those who knew her both on and off the screen.
product. And of course, the money is extraordinary.
I was just waiting for you to mention the M word.
Yeah.
Nigel McCrary was a legendary figure in British television, whose work has left an indelible mark on the world of crime dramas. As the creator of iconic series like Silent Witness and New Tricks, McCrary captivated audiences for decades with his compelling storytelling and unforgettable characters. Born out of his background as a police officer in the Nottinghamshire Constabulary, his ability to craft gripping, realistic narratives became his signature. Silent Witness, which began in 1996, went on to become one of the BBC's longest-running and most beloved dramas, with McCrary overseeing its 28th season in 2025. His impact on British television was profound, shaping the crime drama genre and inspiring a generation of writers and viewers alike. In addition to his work on Silent Witness, McCrary co-created Born and Bred, a medical drama, and New Tricks, which followed the intriguing cases of the fictional Unsolved Crime Squad. New Tricks garnered strong viewership over 12 successful series, making it a staple of British television until its end in 2015. His skill for developing stories that blend suspense with deeply drawn characters has ensured his place as one of the UK's most respected screenwriters. Sadly, McCrary passed away on February 10, 2025, at the age of 71, after being diagnosed with an unspecified terminal illness. His death leaves behind a tremendous legacy in the world of television, with his work continuing to influence crime dramas and captivating audiences for years to come.
Get down to the question! Oh, what do you want to hear, man? Do you want to hear that sometimes I think about eating a bullet?
Breaking news. Mel Gibson, a legacy of triumph, controversy, and redemption. What defines a legend? For Mel Gibson, it is not just his extraordinary talent, but his ability to endure, evolve, and rise from the depths of controversy to reclaim his place in Hollywood. From his early days as a charismatic action hero to his transformation into an Oscar-winning director, Gibson has carved out a career filled with both brilliance and turbulence. His journey is one of breathtaking highs and devastating lows, a testament to both his artistic genius and his resilience in the face of adversity. At the height of his fame, Gibson was not just a star, he was a cinematic force. His breakout roles in Mad Max and Lethal Weapon established him as one of Hollywood's most bankable action heroes, combining rugged masculinity with a raw emotional depth that set him apart. But he was never content with just being in front of the camera. His directorial debut, Braveheart, 1995, was an undeniable triumph, winning 5 Academy Awards, including Best Director and Best Picture. This was not just a film, it was a declaration of Gibson's ability to command the screen, both as an actor and as a storyteller. Despite his professional success, his personal life began to spiral out of control. Gibson's struggles with alcohol were no secret, but in 2006, his career took a devastating hit when he was arrested for driving under the influence, coupled with inflammatory remarks that sparked widespread backlash. Almost overnight, he went from being one of Hollywood's most beloved figures to one of its most controversial. Projects were shelved, industry support waned, and for years, it seemed as though Gibson's time in the spotlight had come to an abrupt and irreversible end. Many would have let such a fall define them, but Gibson refused to be written off. After nearly a decade in exile, he staged a remarkable comeback with Hacksaw Ridge, 2016. A gripping war epic that not only received critical acclaim, but also earned him another Academy Award nomination for Best Director. The film's success wasn't just a professional victory. It was proof that, despite his past mistakes, Gibson was still capable of creating powerful, emotionally resonant cinema. Hacksaw Ridge was not just about a hero on the battlefield. It was about perseverance, faith, and the human spirit, qualities that mirrored Gibson's own journey back to Hollywood. Yet, even as he worked to rebuild his career, life continued to throw challenges his way. In January 2025, tragedy struck when Gibson's $14.5 million Malibu estate was completely destroyed in a devastating California wildfire. While he was fortunate not to be home at the time, the loss was yet another chapter in a life marked by dramatic twists and turns. It was a reminder that no matter how high he climbed, adversity was never far behind. But true to form, Gibson did not let this setback define him, choosing instead to focus on his future projects and artistic endeavors. What makes Gibson such a compelling figure is not just his talent, but his unwavering commitment to storytelling. His films have always explored themes of sacrifice, redemption, and the struggle between light and darkness, perhaps a reflection of his own battles. The Passion of the Christ, 2004. One of the most controversial yet highest-grossing religious films of all time, showcased his ability to take risks and provoke thought. Whether as an actor or director, his work is deeply personal, raw, and unafraid to challenge audiences. Despite the controversies that have shaped his public image, Gibson's influence in the film industry remains undeniable. His name continues to command attention, his work continues to spark debate, and his presence in Hollywood is still as powerful as ever. He has never sought perfection, only the chance to grow, to learn from his mistakes, and to continue creating stories that resonate. His career is a testament to both the fragility and strength of the human condition, proving that redemption is always possible for those willing to fight for it. Mel Gibson's story is far from over. He is not just an actor, director, or producer. He is a survivor. He has faced the abyss and returned stronger, proving that failure does not have to be final. Love him or hate him, one thing is certain. His legacy is one of resilience, reinvention, and a relentless pursuit of cinematic excellence. As he continues to push boundaries and challenge expectations, the next chapter of his story is still waiting to be written.
I picked her up hitchhiking 66 years ago. And she's still here.
With an impressive 498 victories throughout his 33-year career, Will Cagle leaves an unforgettable legacy in Northeast modified racing. Cagle's name became synonymous with excellence as he dominated dirt tracks across the region, earning the respect and admiration of fans and fellow drivers alike. His passion and skill behind the wheel set him apart, making him one of the greatest to ever race. Cagle's journey began in 1959 when he and his family made the trip north from Florida. After arriving at Hall of Fame car owner Lucky Jordan's doorstep in Riverton, New Jersey, Cagle's talent quickly shone through. Racing at tracks like Old Bridge and others in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, he established himself as a rising star. By the early 1960s, Cagle was racing his signature number, 24 cars, solidifying his place in the sport's history. In the 1970s, Cagle became a central figure in dirt motorsports, claiming multiple championships at Weedsport, Canandaigua, Rolling Wheels Raceway, and Orange County Fair Speedway. He also won major events like the National Open at Langhorne and the Eastern States 200 at Orange County, further cementing his status as a racing legend. Despite several near wins, the Syracuse Mile title remains elusive for Cagle. After a serious crash in 1985, Cagle transitioned to track management, impacting venues like Orange County, Can-Am, Thunder Alley, and East Bay Raceway Park. Will Cagle passed away on February 6, 2025, at 86, following a fall at his home. His remarkable contributions to the sport will never be forgotten.
Tyler Hay, the young virtuoso pianist, is making his debut with us performing Chopin's First Piano.
It is with great sadness that we share the news of the passing of Peter Bassano, who passed away suddenly on the 1st of February 2025. A pivotal figure in the world of music, Peter's profound impact on the industry as a performer and educator will never be forgotten. His legacy, built over decades of dedication to music, spans not only his illustrious career as a trombonist, but also as a conductor, composer, and passionate advocate for early music. Peter's journey began at the Royal Academy of Music in the mid-1960s, where he studied voice and trombone. His association with the Academy continued for decades, returning in 1978 as a professor and then becoming head of the brass department from 1993 to 2004. Peter's influence on students and the music community was immense, shaping countless careers in brass. For 27 years, Peter was a member of the trombone section of the Philharmonia Orchestra, while also building a diverse freelance career. His collaborations included recording and touring with iconic groups such as Pink Floyd, the Bee Gees, and the Beatles. His dedication to early music saw him become a prominent member of groups such as His Majesty's Sagbutts and Cornets and the English Baroque soloists, while his research on the Bassano family added an important chapter to the music's history. As founder and artistic director of Equal Brass, Peter recorded 7 albums and commissioned new works from composers such as David Bedford and John Tavener. His contributions to the brass and contemporary music communities were groundbreaking. We extend our deepest condolences to his family, friends, and all those touched by his extraordinary life and work.
Inches. If one thing changes, the whole thing changes. And so that's from how a song is written.
Ben Vaughn is a true icon in the Nashville music industry, a figure whose influence and passion have shaped the careers of countless musicians and artists. As president and CEO of Warner Chappell Nashville, he has been a champion of creative voices in country music, always putting the needs of musicians at the heart of his work. His leadership has not only taken Warner Chappell to new heights, but has also made him a beloved figure in the music world. Vaughn's warmth, generosity, and infectious sense of humor have left a lasting impression on everyone he has met. Born and raised in Sullivan, Kentucky, Vaughn's journey to success has been marked by determination and a love of music. He began working at a local radio station during his high school years, which led him to Nashville to attend Belmont University. An internship at Warner Chappell set him on the path to a remarkable career. From his early days at Big Tractor Music to becoming executive vice president and general manager at EMI Music Publishing, Vaughn has proven himself to be one of the brightest minds in the industry, signing artists like Thomas Rhett before they became household names. In 2012, Vaughn returned to Warner Chappell and quickly rose to become president, then CEO in 2019. His leadership has seen the company thrive, and under his direction, Warner Chappell has won numerous awards, including Billboard's 2020 Country Power Players CEO of the Year. He is known for his strong commitment to musicians, working tirelessly to support their dreams and ambitions. Sadly, Ben Vaughn passed away on February 1, 2025, at the age of 49, leaving behind a legacy of kindness, vision, and dedication. His sudden passing sent shockwaves through the music world, and his absence will be deeply felt by all who had the privilege of working with him.
Just goodbye.
Not only a shining star in the world of art, but Marianne Faithfull was also a symbol of resilience and transformation in music. With her unique voice and a career filled with dramatic highs and lows, she evolved from a pop star in the 1960s to a radically reinvented artist in the 1970s, leaving an indelible mark on music history. Faithfull was not only known for her iconic hit As Tears Go By, but she also became a symbol of survival and reinvention in the music world. After facing years of personal struggles, from addiction to homelessness, Faithful found a new, bold direction in her music. Her 1979 album, Broken English, marked a powerful transformation, showcasing a raw, gritty voice that captured the pain and truth of her journey. The album earned her the respect she had long deserved, and its honest, unapologetic lyrics resonated deeply with listeners, establishing Faithful as a force to be reckoned with in the music world. In addition to her music, Faithful also made significant contributions to film, appearing in movies such as The Girl on a Motorcycle and Irina Palm, for which she earned critical acclaim. Her ability to channel her life's turmoil into art made her a unique and revered figure in both music and acting. Faithful passed away on January 30th, 2025 at the age of 78, but the legacy she leaves in both music and art will forever live on. Her raw honesty and transformation through music will continue to inspire generations to come.
Exhibition. I've been doing a series of pieces called...
What defines a legacy in the art world? For Alonzo Davis, it was his unwavering dedication to amplifying Black voices through his art. Davis, who passed away on January 27, 2025, at the age of 82, was a trailblazer for Black artists in Los Angeles. Alongside his brother, Dale Brockman Davis, he co-founded the Brockman Gallery in 1967, a pivotal space that showcased the works of emerging Black artists during the late 1960s, a time of significant social unrest. The gallery became more than just an exhibition space. It was a cultural hub where art, politics, and community intersected. After the Watts riots in 1965, Davis recognized the need for a platform for politically significant art, and Brockman Gallery filled that gap. The brothers also established Brockman Productions, which organized festivals and educational programs for the South Los Angeles community. Davis's own art reflected his wide-ranging influences, including his travels across Africa, Latin America, and the American South. His Power Poles series, which explored themes of authority in West African cultures, remains one of his most recognized works. His murals, including those created for the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics, continue to be celebrated for their representation of the city's multicultural identity. Alonzo Davis's impact on the art world goes beyond his own creations. He was a champion for Black artists, providing them with the space to thrive. His legacy lives on through his work, the gallery he built, and the artists he supported.
Got me was, in Arizona, he's up there against Paul Goldschmidt, who's as good a right-handed hitter as there is in the game.
Pete Medhurst, longtime Navy football announcer, has died at the age of 55. For nearly 3 decades, Medhurst was a mainstay of Navy sports, bringing passion and energy to every game he called. His ability to capture the emotion of the moment made him not only a broadcaster, but a beloved presence for players, fans, and colleagues. Medhurst spent 28 years with Navy sports, serving as the voice of Navy football for the past 12 seasons, and covering a variety of sports, including lacrosse, basketball, baseball, and wrestling. His deep connections with the midshipman and Naval Academy community made him an irreplaceable part of the program. His passing was announced by the Navy Athletic Department, which honored him not only as a legendary broadcaster, but also as a devoted husband, father, and friend. Beyond Navy sports, Medhurst's talents extended to national broadcasts. He did live commentary for HDNet and CBS Sports Network, reported lacrosse for ESPNU and the Big Ten Network, and even participated in the Washington Nationals radio broadcast. His warm presence and unmistakable voice became a staple of the sports community, earning him the admiration of players and fans across the country. Pete Medhurst's legacy will live on through the countless lives he touched with his voice, kindness, and unwavering enthusiasm for the game. He will be greatly missed, but his impact on the world of sports broadcasting will never be forgotten.
They have big to-dos about this in France now. So you can put anything you want to in it.
Nathalie Dupree, the celebrated queen of Southern cooking, was a pioneer in redefining Southern cuisine, blending classic techniques with bold innovation. As a cookbook author, television personality, and mentor, she dedicated her life to breaking stereotypes about Southern food and inspiring generations of chefs and home cooks. Her warmth, humor, and unfiltered charm made her a beloved figure in the culinary world. Throughout her career, Dupree authored 15 cookbooks and hosted over 300 television episodes, proving that cooking wasn't about perfection, but about passion and connection. Her 1986 show, New Southern Cooking with Nathalie Dupree, introduced a more nuanced, ingredient-driven approach to Southern cuisine, paving the way for the modern Southern food movement. With her flour-dusted apron and relatable presence, she brought Southern hospitality to millions of viewers. Beyond the kitchen, Dupree was a force for change. She helped establish the Southern Foodways Alliance, mentored aspiring chefs, and even made an ambitious run for the U.S. Senate in 2010. Her Charleston home became a gathering place for writers, politicians, and dreamers, all drawn to her wisdom and generosity. She believed that food was more than sustenance. It was power, history, and a means of bringing people together. Nathalie Dupree passed away on January 13, 2025, at the age of 85. Though she is gone, her impact on Southern cuisine and the culinary world will live on, shaping the way future generations celebrate and understand food. Breaking news. Barbra Streisand, a timeless icon of music, film, and resilience. Barbra Streisand is more than just an entertainer. She is a cultural phenomenon. With a career spanning over 6 decades, she has redefined what it means to be a star, breaking barriers in music, film, and theater. From her unmistakable voice to her commanding presence behind the camera, Streisand's journey is a testament to talent, determination, and an unyielding commitment to excellence. She is one of the few artists to achieve EGOT status, winning an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, solidifying her place among the greatest performers of all time. Her name is synonymous with success, yet behind the glamour, she has faced her share of challenges, proving that true greatness is forged through perseverance and the courage to stand apart from the crowd. Born on April 24, 1942, in Brooklyn, New York, Streisand grew up in a working-class Jewish family, dreaming of a life beyond the streets of her childhood. Despite losing her father at a young age and facing financial hardships, she was determined to make a name for herself. Her mother discouraged her aspirations, believing she was too unconventional to succeed in show business. But Streisand refused to let anyone define her limits. In the 1960s, she took the music world by storm with her powerful vocals, unique phrasing, and commanding stage presence. Albums like the Barbra Streisand album, 1963, and People, 1964, cemented her as a vocal powerhouse, earning her multiple Grammy Awards and setting the stage for an unparalleled career. Her transition to film was just as groundbreaking. With her starring role in Funny Girl, 1968, Streisand not only delivered one of the most unforgettable performances in cinematic history, but also won the Academy Award for Best Actress. Her portrayal of Fanny Brice, filled with humor, vulnerability, and raw charisma, proved that she was more than just a singer. She was a formidable actress capable of commanding the silver screen. The moment she famously declared, "Hello, gorgeous," upon winning the Oscar became one of the most iconic moments in Hollywood history. She continued to shine in films like The Way We Were, 1973, and A Star Is Born, 1976, showing an emotional depth and dramatic range that captivated audiences worldwide. But Streisand wasn't just content with acting. She wanted control over her creative vision. At a time when female directors were a rarity in Hollywood, she took matters into her own hands, making history with Yentl, 1983, a film she directed, produced, co-wrote, and starred in. The film was a passion project that took years to bring to fruition, but when it finally hit theaters, it was a triumph. She became the first woman to win the Golden Globe for Best Director, shattering expectations and proving that women could lead in a male-dominated industry. Her later directing efforts, including The Prince of Tides, 1991, and The Mirror Has Two Faces, 1996, further showcased her ability to tell deeply personal and emotionally resonant stories. Despite her success, Streisand has battled personal challenges, including crippling stage fright, which kept her from performing live for nearly 3 decades. Though adored by millions, she struggled with anxiety and the pressure of perfection, a vulnerability she has openly spoken about in interviews. It wasn't until the 1990s that she returned to the concert stage, reclaiming her voice in front of live audiences. Her comeback performances were met with overwhelming praise, proving that even after years away, her magic had never faded. She continues to perform occasionally, reminding the world why she remains one of the most beloved voices of all time. Beyond her artistic endeavors, Streisand has been a bold and outspoken advocate for political and social issues. She has dedicated much of her life to philanthropy, donating millions of dollars through the Barbra Streisand Foundation to support causes such as women's rights, environmental protection, and healthcare research. She has also used her voice to champion LGBTQ+ rights and racial equality, never shying away from speaking her mind, even when it made her a controversial figure. Whether through her music, her films, or her activism, Streisand has always stood firmly by her convictions, proving that influence extends far beyond the stage and screen. Of course, like any figure of her stature, Streisand has faced her share of controversies. In 2003, her attempt to suppress aerial photographs of her Malibu estate led to the infamous Streisand effect, where efforts to censor information only made it spread faster. Years later, her decision to clone her beloved dog, Samantha, sparked ethical debates about the implications of genetic replication. These incidents, though minor in the grand scheme of her legacy, highlight the complexities of being in the public eye for over 6 decades. However, through it all, Streisand has remained unapologetically herself, unfiltered, fiercely intelligent, and unwavering in her beliefs. Today, Barbra Streisand stands as a living legend, an artist whose influence transcends generations. Her voice, once described as a gift from the heavens, continues to move millions, while her impact as a filmmaker and advocate remains unparalleled. Unlike many stars who fade with time, she has only grown in stature, proving that true talent and determination never go out of style. Whether through a song that brings tears to our eyes or a film that lingers in our hearts, she continues to captivate and inspire. Love her or not, one thing is certain: her legacy will endure for generations to come.